And there's the pass to Ilyasova. Now here's Carter Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
4-3.
12 seconds left now here in the second. Trying to get back on track. Can't get it to go.
You can see it in his eyes. It became mano-mano. He wanted to return the favor with that three, but just didn't get it to go.
Here's Sharp. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Boy, a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Miami ahead, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, a double-double already in the books for you, and we're only at the half. Do you see them trying to throw different looks at you to slow you down?
As y'all can see, it's 185 to 0
Okay, guys,
at half.
tremendous work in the first
I'm
half.
really not faking
These
this.
fans haven't had a thing to
I don't
cheer
even know
about.
how you can fake this. You just have to be that heat, and I am. See that 181 points at halftime, 13 rebounds, 35 steals, 59 for 64 from three. I'm just that nigga. I am. I can't phrase it any way else. It's just
That
how it
wasn't
is.
even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What can you say? Tiny and impressive effort here today.
Well, his ability to disrupt passes and get a hand on the ball, force a turnover, make a steal, been really impressive.
When he defends you, he basically forces you to play perfect. Any lapse of concentration, and he'll pick your pocket.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Sharp, he's in at the point. Wiggins is out there with Davis. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Bosch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Here's Sharp. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Tiny's got 9 points now in the quarter.
This is not a tough case to crack. I mean, if they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
Yeah, they continue to fall asleep in the transition game, guys, and everybody needs to hustle back, turn their heads, find the ball, find their man.
76ers on defense after the three-pointer from Sharp. Good.
And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
Yeah, they can't keep the status quo at this point. They've got to make some changes.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered by Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chris Bosh with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. But they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed them. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. And turnovers, Clark and Steve, have been the issue for them.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
4 on the clock. McMillan kicks to Roten. Off target with his 3. And here's Miami. With momentum, 14 straight points. Here's Sharp. And again, Miami with the triple.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Now here's Ilyasova. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Passes it to Aldemir. Ilyasova against Davis. Releases from 15, and it's off the back rim. No good.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Here's Sharp. And again, Miami with the triple.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
76ers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Another steal. And then Wade slams it in.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's Sharp. And again, Miami with the triple.
They continue to go through him, and why not? I mean, he's the leading scorer in this game.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Got a piece of it. The dish to Roten. Pass to McMillan. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by the Heat. Tiny's got his 16th rebound on the night. From deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, what a nice third quarter surge they've got going on right now.
You know, Steve, never a better time than the third quarter in my mind to get the momentum going your way.
Now, here's Roten. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Inside. Here's Sharp. And the Heat, another 3.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
Beyond the arc, and that one's good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Heat?
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And here is Roten after the three-pointer from Sharp. Clock at 6. Here's Sherman. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Tiny. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And he gets it to go.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
The 76ers have gone a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. And here again, the Heat in transition. Up the court they go. And again, Miami with the triple. Each trip down becoming more important.
Yeah, they need to string some successful offensive possessions together and then tighten down defensively.
Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Heads-up play on both ends there. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball.
Now, here's Roten. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. To the left wing. Pulls it up. And nothing but air on that one.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Sharp. And there's another one for the Heat.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
Here's McMillan. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Sharp. And the Heat, another 3.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Cranes the three-pointer.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Philadelphia has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's McMillan, covered by Sharp. The 76ers with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
An absolute bomb from three-point range.
For 3.
Now Roten, averaging 10 points per contest. Pass to McMillan. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Tiny. He's covered by McMillan. The shot's good from Sharp.
He's found a rhythm here in the third quarter, Kevin, and his confidence is palpable. You can feel it. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be falling.
Here's Aldemir. Ilyasova up top. He's guarded by Davis. There's the feed to Roten. 6 to shoot. Here's Sherman. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Now, he hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's Sharp. And again, Miami with the triple.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
I understand that they're trying to be aggressive, but still, you can play fast but still play efficiently, but they're not doing that right now.
Both teams will make substitutions. From the arc. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
They're struggling to keep up.
Now we'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Doubled by Sharp.
It'll be a jump ball.
And here are the Heat now. Beyond the arc. And the Heat, another three.
You've got to be in his jersey before he catches it. You've got to deny him a catch. Otherwise, he'll hurt you from deep.
And here are the 76ers now. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Dishes to Noel. Clock at 6. Tipped away. And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go. And another three from Sharp.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
And so here is Philadelphia.
2 minutes.
Here's Fortson. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here are the Heat now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. And you look at Tiny, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
During that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration has been perfect.
And the 76ers making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. Fortson is guarded by Davis. The 76ers with another miss. Here's Sharp. And again, Miami with the triple.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
They're fortunate that was.
Substitution on the field.
So it's Philadelphia now. Got it off in time, and that's not going to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Heat out front, just dominating this one. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily.
You'll see this. It's 257-4 right now. I'm not faking it. I'm doing it for real.
Embiid is out there with Costa Koufis. And it's
Maybe
McCoy
size
at
up,
the point.
get a bucket.
That's the group
Get a
in the
bucket.
game for the
It's just that
76ers.
simple.
They've built this
I'm
lead
just-
through plays
that's all
exactly
it
like
is,
that.
like-
He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
And here are the 76ers now.
Cookies.
After the three-pointer from Sharp,
yeah.
in transition, here comes Miami.
Step back.
Takes the three.
Get a bucket.
That's good.
Cash
Man,
money.
he's got a lot of firepower
Cash
right
money.
now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Pressure.
And
They
it's the
don't wanna handle
76ers with the ball.
Oh, you think you're doing something. You think.
To the wing right side. Here's Fortson.
That's the one. That's the one.
Trying to answer
My
back,
boy.
but that three is
Good
off the mark. And
Good.
even 3-on-3 break. Shoots the three. On